advanced marketer page, but that will do anyway. So yeah, I won't take too much of your time. I just wanted to quickly go through how things have been going for you and where things were, and basically. So let's start from the start. Who are you, Lee?
So hi,
what is your name and where are you from?
so my name's Lee Douglas. I run a business called West Coast Krav Maga.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry. Carry on.
That's all right. And we teach self-defense and fitness classes over the Lancashire area. So we've got clubs in Lancaster, Preston, and Blackpool. And we're mostly an adults class. And where you've been helping me a lot is really launching a new program for us, which has been the kids program.
Oh, brilliant. So, so how long have you been doing this for anyway? So like
Krav Maga. Oh my God. I don't know, maybe 12 years or so. So I was one of the first guys, I think, in the UK to kind of pick this up from my travels in the Middle East. So yeah.
Oh really? Okay. So but you've been on the right journey then, haven't you? Really? So Krav Maga for 12 years, and so like, how did you stumble into your business? Did you start this straight away, or obviously you was training and everything as you go along? But just trying to get a bit of context for people whenever they listen to this. So.
Oh, that's all right. So originally, I wasn't a self-defense instructor. Originally, I had a karate and kickboxing club, and I transitioned. We opened up the self-defense to see how it went, and it just seemed to be really popular. And after a little while, I had a partner, and he took over the karate and kickboxing, and I kind of trying to do everything at once, which is crazy. So I focused on the Krav Maga and building up with adults, and that's really where the business has been going in the last few years. It's just been booming, really.
Okay, brilliant. So what I wanted to ask is, like, so when did we start working together? It's been a few months now, isn't it? So
yeah,
was it
3 months? Yeah, it's about 3 months ago.
Yeah. So do you want to like basically just say, where are you now? I mean, how are things for you now?
Yeah.
After that, just let us know where was it just before we started, basically. So
brilliant. So when we first started, I was working full time for a company, a really nice company based in Blackpool. But I've been always had the aspirations of running my own business full time. And since I met you, so no, it's been brilliant. So I've literally just made that transition from working for somebody else to working for myself full time. We're literally just starting that new period now, and I must be honest, I was really nervous 3 months ago making the jump, and I saw you at a conference. I think it was MabX.
Yeah.
And it was just revolutionary, what you were talking about then, and it just connected really well with how I think, and I think a lot that my audience thinks. And we've kind of been working the last few months just to bring that the magic that you do into our business.
So what was you struggling with before then? Would you say what was the bits that were not letting you get many students coming through? Or I mean,
yeah, we were getting people coming through, but it was quite sporadic, and it was kind of it was bursts, and then because they were coming from all different sorts of routes, it was really hard to manage them as prospects. And one of the things that I've got from some of the ways you show me is working is a better way to kind of keep on top of those prospects and kind of get them into the funnel and kind of understand exactly where they are, whether they're kind of cold, whether they're warm, whether they're hot, whether they're suspects, or whether they're proper prospects. And that's made life a lot easier, because then we can focus on the people that are warm and not waste that time that we had on trying to get somebody that's not really that interested into the club.
Okay, so was you using Facebook ads and Facebook advertising before or not?
Yeah, we were using Facebook ads, but we were getting mixed responses. And I think one of the things that we weren't good at was funneling those responses as well. So when people were responding, it was quite painful to kind of go back at them one at a time, and kind of group them, so to speak. And it's been a lot easier now. So like I did a retarget this morning. You keep telling me that that's where it's happening. It's all in the retargeting. So I'm just about to launch a new campaign. It was brilliant. So I got 36 people that were interested in the last campaign that didn't book. They're there, they're tagged, they're a nice little niche. Did a broadcast to them, and just started that ball rolling to see if they're interested in the next boot camp that we're running. Nice.
That's brilliant. No, it's great to see how things have been going for you, and like journey wise and stuff. So like, what I want us to talk about one of the campaigns that we ran, which just did phenomenal, and I think it's a good case study as well to talk to people about, really, as to in the sense. I mean, this kind of stuff is, I think it's it can be repeated quite easily, as you can explain in a minute. But it's just, I think it's a more of a thing that in that kind of result was pretty extraordinary, really. But I think it's something that people, if they put the same thing in there, they can get the same thing. So let's first just talk about what the campaign was, and then kind of, it'd be good from your point of view as to what messenger marketing is, because obviously I understand it from a marketer point of view, but it'd be good to know as to how it came across to you and what stood out for you and what's helped. So let's start with one question at a time. So what is this campaign and how did it perform?
Brilliant. Yeah. So we wanted to launch a new class. So most of our business is based on adults. We wanted to launch a brand new kids class. And what we did with the campaign, we had a little bit of a brainstorm to see what kind of hook could we use to get people interested. And we decided to go with 1 year's free membership. So and it just went crazy. So it was quite a simple advert really that we used for Facebook advert. It was just a couple of pictures of kids having fun, having a good time, and just selling some of the benefits. Because one of the things about martial arts is the benefits are huge. There's confidence, there's fitness, there's health, there's focus, there's a channel for energy. So it's just brilliant, and we wanted to get that across. When we launched the campaign, we kind of did it in a big bang really. So over quite a short period, I got a class date, I needed to get people in. And the comments that we got from that was just crazy. I didn't appreciate how many people were going to get in touch quite so fast. And if we'd have gone down the usual route, which would either be to reply to them one at a time or even email them one at a time, it just wouldn't have been possible to get back in touch with them within a reasonable time.
So, sorry to interrupt. No, just basically saying that, because I know you're talking about the reply thing. So let me just quickly go back one step. It's just, from your point of view, what is a messenger bot? So, I mean, because we all hear about bots and stuff. I mean, I suppose in the marketing world you do, but it's just, I was speaking to someone earlier and they didn't have a clue what a bot was. So I can explain it in a way, but it might be a bit complicated. So it'd be nice coming from your point of view as to what did you think of what a bot was and what did it actually do for you?
Yeah, so I thought a bot was a little bit more like a machine that almost posts out lots and lots of communications, but it's much simpler than that. It's really, if you want to get a simple, straightforward message across to a number of people, and they're likely to send a yes or a no response, it's a nice, straightforward way of doing that, and you can quickly partition or kind of get the flow of the traffic that you want off the back of that. And for us, that was brilliant, because everybody that responded that they're interested with a campaign, we could quickly get back to those guys.
Brilliant. So let's talk a few numbers, because everyone wants to know numbers as well. So like this campaign that we ran, how many leads did you get? And when we say leads, what was it? And how much did you spend? Right,
good question. I wrote some stats down actually. So the first campaign, it cost us £45.11p. And I thought it was going to cost a lot more, I have to be honest. That's over 2 weeks, and I think that work out to 32p per click. Leads itself, it says I had 665 reactions. That's reactions, comments, and shares. So that was just phenomenal. So you can imagine that's just every day there was like 20 or 30 people messaging us all the time, probably more than that, that I had to get back to, and then we had to reply to their replies as well. It was just phenomenal. Yeah.
So if I remember rightly, you got over 100 leads really from that campaign. I think it was a bit more like in the sense of name, email number, and phone number.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you had over 100 odd, and it cost you 45 quid. So that's probably a bit more than 100. But yeah, that's just amazing, really. That's from one campaign as well. So I know you was telling me a story about this. So it's just such a good story for everyone to know. Is this what happened? When people came in.
Yeah, so it was great. So we followed up the lead. We said to the people just before they come, the last thing was kind of framing them for the sale. We said we've got a limited number of kits. I can't remember. I think it was about 10 kits for the first 10 people that signed up on the night. When the classes went brilliant, we had all these kids come into the room and we sat them down and we went through one of our information bits on stranger danger, and then it was really hot. So I thought I'd just share with the parents that we've got 10 of these kits for the first people that sign up, and I hadn't thought about where I'd position the mums and dads, and the desk was on one side of the room, the kids were in the middle, and the mums and dads were on the other. And when I said there's only the first 10 people that sign up, these offers, I hadn't even finished the sentence. They all run, kind of knock the kids out of the way. It was terrifying, really, to get to the desk to sign up. And we had all the mums picking up all the the packs that we'd had organised, and it was like Black Friday. They were fighting over these kits. They all wanted to be the first, and it was just a little bit chaotic. So we had to just calm the parents down and just say, look, we're going to let everybody have a pack. Just be patient. We'll sign up. And it must have been on the night, I don't know, maybe about 90% sign up on the night. It was just amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah. So how is that class doing? I mean, are you, from the sounds, are you oversubscribed, or how is it?
Yeah. So just from that one class and from the response, I did the maths. We've added over £1,000 a month to our gross revenue, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
But that's not bad return for 45 quid spent, is it?
No, it's a big weight off my mind, that as well, with it like being the first time going there full time as well, and it's brilliant. And the best thing as well, I didn't think about it at the time. So what I've just about done now, I've written another campaign to follow up to all those parents, just to let them know that because the kids are joining, we're going to do a special offer for the parents, and because I've got tagged all the people that have joined, I'm going to do a broadcast and a special offer exactly the same. Summer offer, if the parents decide to join up before a certain time in the month, then we'll give them a discount as well. So, and I can do that as well quite easily. So it's just nice. Life's a lot easier, and it gives you a lot more ideas on how to use it all the time you start playing with it. It's great.
So you would say a big thumbs up to Messenger bots and Messenger.
Oh, yeah, massive fan, absolutely huge fan, yeah.
So what 3 lessons would you say have you learned from this 3-month journey that we've had, really?
Yeah,
it's a top 3, like, basically.
Begin with the end in mind. So you got to think about the sequence you're going to do in your messenger bot. So we were a little bit trial and error the first time we did it, but now I've kind of done that. Each time I plan a campaign, I'm just thinking a little bit more with what the end result's going to be. So now I'm writing a couple of free products that are going to go with it, documents. So I'm adding a little bit more value, which makes life a lot easier. Tags. You need to know about tags, because when I first did this, I wasn't really partitioning the different types of the people that are interested, the people that weren't. We're just getting them into a bucket. Now I can use tags. I can focus on the warm leads. And the last one, learn how to get all that information out of Messenger easily, so that you can hand it to someone who can start doing the phone calls for the prospects. And that's something that I've got now. I'm sure if you ping Swapnil a message, you'll share how to do that. A nice, easy way of getting those names and phone numbers out at the back end of ManyChat.
Well, there's another method which I'll share with you, which is how to automate it as well. But we'll chat about that another time. So I just we'll finish off in a minute, because I don't want to make this too long or anything, but I appreciate your time. But I want to, if someone is thinking about either working with me or using Messenger bots generally, what's your recommendation? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say both. It's definitely a thumbs up. So as far as Messenger bots go, it's what I've found is people open the messages. Whereas when I was sending out emails and stuff, there were so many that were just left on the shelf. When I'm sending messages in the Messenger bot, I must be at 90% open rate, really, really high. And the second thing as well, I think I've avoided a lot of rabbit holes working with Swapnil. I think, being honest, I would have got there in the end, but probably about 4 times the amount of time, and probably I would have banged my head against the wall for a lot of time. And I think I've saved a lot of pain. I've cut a few corners. It's been a lot more direct, a lot more successful quickly.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Lee. I really appreciate your time. Right. Thank you for being so honest as well. But yeah, no, looking forward to seeing more results and seeing how we can take things further for you and stuff. So
that's brilliant.
But yeah, I'm sure we'll have more case studies to share anyway. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing this with me, and I will see. Yeah, I'm sure we'll start talking. So I think I'll close the stream off now. But yeah, thanks. Anyone else watching, if you need any kind of help or info or anything, just message me, or feel free to message Lee if you want. But I'm sure he's inundated with messages at the moment. So Yeah, thanks a lot, Lee. I appreciate it, and I'll speak to you soon. And I'll yeah, close the stream off now. So
Cool.
speak to you soon.
Laters.
Cool. Thanks for that.
Is that all right?
Yeah, there's I didn't want to take too long with that.
No, that's all right.
Nice and short.
Yeah, I mean, it's been brilliant. I must be honest, Swapnil. I think it was one of those moments. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I go with you? And I'm so glad that I did. It's been amazing. I mean, it's just changed the way that I'm thinking about stuff all the time now. So I've just redone the funnel for the boot camp. I've still got. There's still so many little things that drive me mad. I spent about 3 hours working in ManyChat today, and I realised it hasn't saved it. I don't know why not. It's really confusing me. So
it should normally pre-save, but unless you did not click publish in the top corner. Sometimes you need to publish.
What to say?
But no, if you publish it, then that is when it's basically live. So I don't know if you wanted to do that, but yeah, we'll have to have a look on that and see what's happened there. But normally, what you can do is go into the settings,
yeah,
and go into flows, and make the flow there, and then it's saved as a flow.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've done the flow and it hasn't saved it, unless I'm doing something stupid and just getting confused which flow it is. But I can do it again. I'm doing it. It won't take long. All I'm trying to do is I need to redo the boot camp. We're going to launch it for June.
Yeah.
And I'm just recreating the engagement bit. I'm just trying something slightly different this time. I was thinking of rather than just trying to get the details straight away. I'm wondering how many people didn't want to proceed with that. So I'm just saying, would you like something free? Then asking them for the details before they get it to complete.
Okay. Yeah. If you say if you want something free, and yeah.
Because that makes there's more sense to it, rather than if someone says they're interested, but then you want to get all the details. It's like trying to get into bed on the first date, is what I thought. So
it is, but they won't be replying if they're not interested. So it's kind of
just go for it straight away. Just get those details and then give them a free gift at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's testing. You've got to test it. You might find out the other way works even better. But it's just because it's pre-populated already. It's quite easy for people to just tap it and just go, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But if they had to type it out, then it's a different story because it's more effort.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll just do that then.
Yeah. Try it. Test it out. Test it with one campaign, but maybe test it later on once things are a bit more better. So, cool.
But I'm 30 members away now from hitting my target that I wanted to be when I was full-time.
30.
30. I need 30 more people and I've hit my target to run as a business full-time. So,
hey, I'm sure you will, man. You just run that campaign again.
Well, I'm out of space. This is the thing. I'm thinking about closing Blackpool down and opening it up in Preston so I can get more space there, and then doing that. And then that's my capacity now. So, oh man, if I had 3 more instructors, I'd be raking it in. Oh,
mate, spend more time finding these instructors then, I think.
I know. Cool.
It must be some way of finding them. I'm sure Gordon must have some ideas on that. I mean, I wish I did, but I don't. So
yeah, it's because I'm tied into a group. They kind of make us pay an annual fee. It's like a pyramid model.
Is it?
Yeah, you get a lot of benefit for it. That from a value proposition, it's brilliant. But to create an instructor, you've got to go through their front door, which is about $3,500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair bit, isn't it? Oh man, well. I wish I had some more stuff on that side of things, but I don't. Mine's lead generation, so.
Cool. All right, thanks, Swapnil. Catch you later.
Appreciate it. Thank you, mate.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.